Today we're actually going to be talking about the 2022 Model Y that we have and what the battery capacity is now, what the actual amount of battery life is available to us after 46,692 miles, and it is 3 years old. Obviously 3 years. We got it in about February or March of 2022, so it's actually almost 3.5 years old. So yeah, I just wanted to check and see what the actual range is now. When we purchased the vehicle, it was actually stated to be 318 miles of range at 100%. They have since changed the rules, the EPA, for the estimated range. So they actually came down for a little bit there. But when we got it, it was stated at 318, and so it should still be functioning off of that original range, I believe. However, what we're going to do is a battery test to see what it says our battery health is. Of course, it does say that it's healthy, but we just wanted to go through the battery test and see what kind of results we get after 3.5 years and 46,000 miles. All right, so first of all, what we're going to do is we go into the menu here and we go down to the service menu. Go down to battery health, and we can see there they give some instructions on there. Basically, it says our battery is healthy, but it also says that you can go ahead and do a test, and you need to keep it on charger for up to 17 hours. So we'll go ahead and start this overnight. I'm not going to start it right now, just because I don't have 17 hours that I can leave it on the charger. But I did get down. I thought that it said some amount of charge you had to get it to. Yeah, okay, here we go. So if you click on that, it does say you need to have 20% or less. So actually, we do have 16% now. So that should be good. And then we do need to leave it on the charger. So, and it's going to discharge it, and it's going to go all the way up to 100%. It's going to make a bunch of noises or whatever. Basically, don't leave anybody in the car, and stuff's going to be weird, whatever. It's just going to be sitting in our garage, so that's no big deal. But to do this test, we do actually also need to, by the way, AC charging equipment can provide at least 5 kilowatts of power, which means we do need to put it on our EVSE that actually is going to be able to provide that amount of power, because actually our, just a 120 outlet would not charge it at that kilowatts. It'd actually be more like 1 or 1.2 kilowatts of power if you just had it on 120. So we do have to have it on our 240 EVSE. So that is one thing to note there. And again, under the 20%, I'm actually going to go into the service menu and actually see what actual percentage we have, calculate what it says our actual range at 100% would be based on that. So we'll actually do that by going into the software, holding on the name, and then typing in service. So put it in service mode. Don't want to do this if you don't know what you're doing or you're going to do something weird. Turns off all the systems, so that's kind of annoying. But we can go here to the high voltage battery, and instead of it just saying 16%, we can look at it, and it says actually 15.9%. So at 15.9%, we have 45 miles of range. So I can do some quick math on that, and I'll post it up on the screen after I do that. And then, yeah, so that's our starting point. That's what it's saying right now. Basically, after doing this battery test and checking for the actual charge level. All right, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in tonight and actually start that test, because I don't want to have it taking up our charger for our other 2 vehicles that we will be charging potentially today. Well, at least one of them we're going to be charging today, so I'll let that one charge before I go ahead and start the test. But we'll plug it in, and then after, we'll see what the results are after the battery calibration, which hopefully will give us a new estimate of what our battery health is, and we'll see what the range at a 100% charge would actually be. Plugged in, and now we're going to go ahead and do the battery test. It does say it can take up to 17 hours. So we're just going to go ahead and start the test. Interesting. So it just goes ahead and does that. We'll go ahead and get out and leave it be. See what happens. So we actually did have to stop the 100% or battery check test. It was around 16 hours. It was supposed to be 17 hours total, but unfortunately, I did not tell everyone that uses the plug that we were doing a test and that it didn't need to be unplugged. So unfortunately, it did get unplugged in that last bit, and the entire test had to be started over, which means it's been a few days, and I actually have to get it back down below 20%. It was at 92% when that happened. So been driving the car around a lot. So that's good. Been getting some videos with this car that I wouldn't normally be driving that much, but yeah. So I just now have 5% left battery to get back down below 20%, and then I'll be able to complete that test. All right, so we did finally get the battery test done, and it is 84%. So actually a lot lower than I expected it to be. It does say at 100%, we get 275 miles of range. Therefore, with 16% off of the original, it must still be on the original EPA cycle, which would indicate that it was originally around 327 miles of range at that full 100% charge. So this is again worse than I expected, and 275 is not great in my opinion. So we did lose. Well, according to them, we lost about almost 50 miles of range. But it's never really impacted us on road trips or anything like that. So not that bad. But usually you would expect to lose about 10% in the first few years of ownership. And then it would pretty much stop losing range after that. However, we are at 16%, and it does say that that's healthy, so we'll just go with that, I guess. Yeah, so finally got the battery test done, and it does say 84%, which is worse than I expected. 275 miles of range is the full 100% charge range that this Model Y would have now. The 326 miles or so original range was plenty. And even with 50 miles range less, which it says now, 275 miles of range, that is still plenty of range, especially going through superchargers and that sort of thing. So doesn't really impact road trips that much. Obviously, more range the better, but haven't had any problem with it. So yeah, that's it. After 47,000 miles of use on this car in 3.5 years, it is down to 84% battery health. So what do you think? Do you think that's something that would concern you with a vehicle? To me, doesn't make much difference. Hasn't really impacted me. In fact, without doing this test, I would not have noticed the difference at all. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.